as a fan being like, all right, here we go.
Oh. We're crazy guys, all right?
I think we all were really kind of excited and nervous to hear what everyone was going to think, because again, they're such a big part of this show. There's like an ownership that comes with being a fan of books,
and they're so important to us as well.
Yeah, because they're so passionate, and they're what makes this so iconic. Like,
you don't want to let them down.
Yeah, you don't want to let them down. And we know that we don't look like maybe what the characters are described as physically.
Yeah.
So I think we were a little nervous about that, but at the end of the day, I mean, the truth is that I personally think that they picked the perfect actors for this, and their essence, and in, you know, in so many aspects of who they are kind of shine through these characters.
You know, once we got cast, at least speaking for myself, I think it was just then the work began, which was super exciting, and I wanted to give these fans everything they are hoping to see and some, you know. So yeah, I think that there's pressure with that, and there is nerves that come with that, but mainly motivation, fuel, and excitement.
Even though we were a little nervous, I think now, especially after watching episodes 1 and 2, I think I'm pretty confident that they're gonna enjoy this show quite a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was a diehard fan, and we watched the first 2 couple of episodes in the last couple of days, and I was like, yeah, okay. As a fan being like, all right, here we go.
Having that positive reaction was definitely a nice feeling, and gave us some safety.
Then go out there and show them all what you've got.
And if I've got nothing,
then I will get you out. I promise you that.
Guardians are raised to be tough.
No matter how good you are, there's good enough and there's gone.
I want to protect my best friend from danger.
Sisi is just like the perfect Rose. Like, she's fiery, she's outspoken, she's so authentically herself, and she's such a specific person, but she's also just like good at everything she does. You know, like when she shows up, seriously, she's just good at things, and it's almost like annoying. Like, it's almost like she can't help it.
Shut up.
Seriously.
Daniela comes in and she's like, they call action, and she's like, one take, does an Oscar-winning performance,
Oh
and then
my
she's
God,
like,
shut
and she's
up.
like, can you tell, was that okay? And everyone's like, are you serious?
Shut up.
Was that okay? And I have to be like, that was amazing. She's like, oh, okay. I was really nervous. Like, I didn't know if it was okay. Meanwhile, everyone, like 50 people on set are like,
No, she's honestly milking this.
nah, dude, I'm not.
She really is just so great at being Rose. And I think that those qualities shine through because it's something that you can't really replicate. You can't fake that. Sisi just has that, you know? And same with like André, for example, playing Christian. Like, he just has this like kind soul about him where that shines through as Christian. You want to root for Christian, even though he's an outcast and he's like, people don't like him. It's like you, for some reason, you love him already.
Absolutely.
And you want him to win.
Oh,
and with Kieron as well, I mean, his discipline, his like kind of stone face, like that's very Dimitri, and it just shines through, and with everyone's, you know, essence.
Yeah.
Christian's kind of snarkiness and the walls that he has built up throughout his life, almost in a like defense mechanism sort of way, but I thought that was really important to who he was, because I think it's important to see how those walls get broken down by some people in the show as well. So that was something that I really wanted to keep there.
I think I can help you.
Christian is a non-starter for a lot of people.
I'll be discreet.
Of course I want to put you first, but I can't.
You can either be guardian or friend, not both.
It's obviously a huge responsibility, but with that, an absolute honour. You know, these people cherish these characters, and that's something that I take pride in myself. It's like, wow, I've been gifted the opportunity to portray someone that's held so dearly to so many people.
Right.
And obviously that is absolutely terrifying as well, because so many people have their own ideas. I just hope people can appreciate our passion for this project and the work that's gone into these characters to give our own sprinkle of interpretation. And I just hope people are as open to these interpretations as they were to the characters in the books, because I think they will love them as the essence is there.
Of course, yeah.
A lot of Dimitri's his discipline, his faith, his sort of his severity, really, in the sense of how his relationship with Rose is very much moulded by their clashing. That was something that I was quite enticed by. There's a lot of things in the book that I hope people realise I paid such close attention to. For the things that maybe might be different, I think I compensated for in his gestures. I know there's a lot in the books about how he moves, how he receives Rose, and eventually the good old and the, maybe that's in there, who knows.
Mason's heart is so big in the books, and that was a huge aspect of why the book lovers loved him. So I really tried to take from that and showcase that here.
One of the first things we shot in the first week was the huge party. That was fantastic because beforehand, Danny and I had learnt a dance. Like a choreographer came in and was like, okay, you girls are gonna do a dance together. And we're like, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was like a whole thing. And then we put on these beautiful ball gowns and we got onto the floor, and there's all of this like luxury and excess, and everyone's dressed to the nines, and it's so glamorous and beautiful, and we just get to be our carefree selves. So I really loved that because we were just happy and free in our characters. Nothing bad had happened.
Rose petals.
Oh my God, we're dancing in our dresses and they drop rose petals down from the ground, and then you see that shot.
It was like magical.
It was amazing, and we're spinning around in our gowns.
And then it started raining at 5 a.m. or something.
That was fabulous.
Yeah.
Kieran and I on fight days is something special.
Oh!
We're crazy guys, all right? So every fight day, we're menaces to society. We're so close with the stunt team, and it's such a family, and we're all such close friends that when everyone starts to get fired up and he's doing this amazing stuff and I'm doing this amazing stuff, and it's like, wow, this spectacle, this thing that we put together. It's like watching a play.
Fight days are super fun,
honestly. Other than fight days for me, which obviously are pivotal parts of the story, there's a moment in episode 1 that it's just Dimitri on his own in a wonderful location, practicing something that I practiced in my prep for him, and then was later surprised by, he does this himself. So it was like a real full circle moment for me as Kieran, and it was like the world just kind of stood still for a minute. It was like, you're in the right place on this rooftop doing your thing, just take it all in. And I feel like that was just I'll never forget that moment. And all this footage of it, I don't have to forget it.
You don't have to forget it.
I can tell everyone that and they can watch it as well,
I think for me, it was just any time I got to do the Moroi magic, the fire magic. Yeah, I don't want to give out too much away, but there are definitely moments where I get to really full on use that magic, and it's super fun, and it was super fun to film, so yeah.
I think I can speak for all of us when we say, like, this is one of the, at least for me, like, I'm very proud of the work that I did.
Yeah.
And I think that we're all walking away from this being so proud and passionate and excited for people to see.
Fulfilled in a way.
Yeah,
right?
it's very fulfilling.
Yeah. The work was enough.
Yeah, I think the work in itself was a moment. We had a moment.
Every day, the whole experience. I miss it.
You staying out of trouble?
Oh, you know me. I'm always dancing alongside of it.
There's something strange happening.
We will survive because there is no other option.
First of all, Sisi is an incredible actress, and I can never imagine anyone else playing Rose Hathaway. She embodies that completely, and everything she brought to the table challenged me and challenged my ideas of Dimitri, and that is the perfect metaphor for their whole relationship. Sisi's a big fan of the books, goes way back, so this was a really pivotal story for her to tell. Chemistry was just there, I think me and Sisi have an interesting relationship in the sense of we're both very similar with different morals and in different ways, if that makes sense. And it's like we very much have a Rose and Dimitri relationship in the sides of like we come at things with such a passion and competitiveness and a pride that sometimes it's like who's right, who's wrong, and then at the end we're like, we were both right. So yeah, I just feel like it's such an honor to have shared the screen with her. I'm so excited for what's to come for her in regards to little girls. I'm gonna watch Rose Hathaway and want to be Rose Hathaway. And I'm so glad that I was her Dimitri.